And here's one of the, when you're asking about what are the keywords, I think match is a strong one. For me, when I'm looking at anything, access. The word access and access what? They're gonna, it happens so often. We were signing up with one vendor and they needed access at a domain level. They wanted access to our, it's like, no, no, no. We own that. Why do you need access to that? Access to a DMS, access to a CRM, you know, for what? For how long? We had another, for us, we had a commonly known vendor that we were working with that we wanted to have access to a portion of our DMS to determine what we were doing on the inside and how did it compare with what we showed in our CRM versus our DMS for sale data. And interestingly, it was a third-party vendor came in and said, okay, well, here's what we need access to. I have an IT guy that works alongside me. He's much more knowledgeable on the back end stuff. And the first thing they requested access to 100% of our DMS data. And we're like, well, if we're matching sale for sale, why do you need our parts inventory data? If you're matching sale for sale, why do you need our service RO history? Because they're going to take that, in my opinion, maybe I'm wrong, this vendor will remain nameless because it could be an honest and innocent mistake. They're going to take that and they're going to match it with other stuff and sell it to other people. And it's like, you don't need access to that piece. So you have to be careful which pieces you're giving access to, I think.
That's a common thing. There's a lot of people asking for requests to broad sets of files that they have no use for, right? But they, in the use case that they're telling you, meaning, all right, I'm going to ask for all the following. And that's another thing that this one vendor that we saw before, they were asking for was full DMS access across the board. And what they were doing is they had clients in the same area, multiple clients in the same area, and they were simply matching the records. Say, okay, is this person in this person's DMS? If not, then we're going to email this person from this person's DMS saying, here's the offers for this client, which is right down the road. So that was like their way of quote unquote conquesting. They had access to all the record. And the funny thing is, think about this if you're a dealer, right? I don't know if you guys remember when Sports Authority went out, right? When Sports Authority went out of business,
Quite familiar.
their email list for $20 million in bankruptcy court, just for their email list. So imagine your primary customer list, the most important thing that you have, you're just freely giving to anyone without a full description of what they're going to do with that data.